darlings, welcome to Tammy and Tiaras. How are you all? I hope you've had a good week. We've had a great week. I want to say a special hello to Julie, who comments on my site. And thank you so much for your comments, Julie. I just love them. Thank you. It means so much to me. And also I want to say that we went out for the weekend, which is something Bert and I don't usually do. And we went to Ararat. Now, I was inspired by another lady that I follow called Lisa Wanderess, and she went to Ararat and she showed these beautiful gardens. And I said to Bert, we've got to go, darling, we've just got to go. So we went and we've been and we've seen, and it was beautiful and it was absolutely a lovely outing. And when we got home, we were thoroughly exhausted, which is why I realised why we don't do long trips, because I don't travel very well in the car. I have to drive usually to stop my car sickness, and that's very tiring, as everybody knows. So it's been a very interesting week with lots going on around the family. Richard's house is coming to fruition now, and he's got lots of praise from the surveyor because he's done a fantastic job on this very, very difficult build for these three lovely ladies. And it's getting there now, they'll be in there soon. Also, hello to my beautiful The Happy Life show. Ararat and Jose, they've put another video up. You must watch them, they're fantastic. Help with the mind games and everything that goes on in our minds, darlings. So look, this is just a brief pop on, and I hope you enjoy this video. My next week's video, we're just going to have a chat. I won't be having a lot going on, and we can just have a chat about mental health, because that's what I like to shine a light to. Mental health, you don't see it, but underneath nearly so many people, they've got hidden things that go on, and that's what I like to shine a light on. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. Watch and let me know. And I absolutely hate anything that's in front of me. So I'm constantly looking for the next truck to pass. Lucy and Millie love it in the back. They are just so happy. Alan, I got this for you, overtaking this oversized something or other. And Bert was just having so much fun filming. He thoroughly enjoyed it. We're coming into Beaufort here. What a pretty town Beaufort is. Very, very underrated. Now we're coming into Ararat. Yippee! Yippee! Crossing the railway lines into Ararat. Very, very pretty. And then we're going up the main street and we pass, a beautiful church. And I've got a thing for churches, and I just couldn't grab the name of it because Bert whizzed past. We whizzed past so quickly and Bert just couldn't grab it. So our main focus was to get to Mount Alexandra Gardens, because this is where Lisa Wanderess had actually walked around with her little dog Pixie, and it would just look so wonderful. Oh, here we go. We're going up the mountain now. Bert was so happy filming. He felt like a real recording artist here. Up he goes, filming everything. I was very busy looking at the road because this is actually a lot steeper than it looks. So yes, there was lots and lots of turns, and all I could think of was Alan and how much he loves to drive on roads like this. And also I couldn't help but think of Mount Panorama, which we drove around many years ago, and that also is very steep. But Bert really loved filming this, and it's nice to look at. This is true Australian country, isn't it? Our beautiful ghost gums up there and cutting right through the mountain. I'm pretty sure this is Mount Ararat. And of course, naturally, when we get to the top, it's an absolutely beautiful view over Ararat. And I know Lisa was up here because she got I think she could see her caravan and her truck from where she was. So you'll have to let me know if I'm correct there, Lisa. Yes, there was a couple of cars up there. I noticed there was tradies having their lunch, and I thought, what a beautiful view. Pretty, isn't it? Lots of clouds in the sky and just open view of the beautiful Grampians in the background. We didn't take the girls out there because it was so windy. on top of the hill. And now, of course, we're going down. Absolutely beautiful. Lucy and Millie just sleep right through the trip. And they don't play up at all, so it makes travelling with them very easy. See all the bends? I think you see them more when you're actually coming down than when you were going up. And here we get to the park. As you can see, Lucy was super happy to get out of the car and do lots of running around. Now, Millie actually trotted quite well for quite a while. She enjoyed these little paths and had a lovely little sniff along them. And it was very relaxing. I walked around here for ages. And then, of course, I had to pop her in the doggy pram. But that's the beauty of having the doggy pram, because when she's had enough and her hips go, I just pop her in. But Lucy, oh my goodness, she's up and down steps, just like Pixie, you know, and just gorgeous. Here I am with both of the babies. Millie's still checking out everything here. But we had a lovely time because we hadn't been anywhere for so long. And Bert's working, as you know, really hard. And the weeks just go, they just fall away. But this park was gorgeous. I couldn't help thinking how much my grandchildren would just love it. Love playing on those steps there, and what a beautiful place to have wedding photos taken. Special photos. Now you'll have to let me know if this recording over is okay. It's the first video I've ever done it with. And as you know, I'm just learning everything still. Being an older lady, it takes a while for these things to sink in. Now that hill is steeper than it looks, and pushing Millie right up to the top was quite a job, I tell you. 5 kilos of puppy in the puppy pram going upstairs. Oh, Lucy was just so happy. She just kept coming back to Bert all the time. It was just darling. Because she stays with me, but then as soon as Bert calls her back, she comes down. This was gorgeous. And when Lisa walked through this, we had to find it. And thanks, Bert, for getting this footage, because you did a better job than me. I was putting the girls into the car by this stage. It was just so lovely. It's just reminded me of how many lovely things we have within an hour or 2 hours drive from where we are. And we will be exploring them now that the weather's coming better. I really love old homes, and we always take some photos of some really ones that stand out. Isn't this just the gorgeous? It's the Picture Theatre in Ararat. It's so Art Deco. So what did you think? Wasn't Ararat beautiful? And I got lots of footage, well, Bert actually took it with his new iPhone I brought for him, of driving up and going up to the top of Mount Ararat. And I did that especially for you, Alan, in America, who must be missing our beautifully well-maintained Australian roads. So that's why we got lots of footage of that. So if you don't like it, just fast forward it. Lucy and Millie loved it. They are so good in the car. I mean, they just snooze and all the way there and all the way back and run around like crazy when we get there, and it's just so wonderful to have their company. We just love our puppy dogs. Millie is getting a little bit slower, having a few more of those fits and funny turns that come with old age, but apart from that, she's okay. Lucy had her injections on Tuesday, so that wasn't pleasant for her, but she was very brave, and I was very pleased that she didn't play up to the vet because she's not the most friendliest. He did suggest for her to go on antidepressants for puppy dogs because she's such a barker. But I think I'll lose the Lucy that I love if we put her on antidepressants, so I'm not going to do that because I don't really think they're meant for puppy dogs. All right, darlings, I hope you have a wonderful week and we'll talk soon. Lots of love here from Ballarat. Like, share, subscribe. Bye, darlings. Bye.